Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Molly. I'm the founder, owner, mostly only operator for Lacquer 22, a small nail polish company. I'm wearing the shade Bones today. We just had a recent restock of some holographics. We have a sale coming up soon. I don't think there's anything else I need to spitfire at you, but maybe check us out. I did a Shop My Stash for Valentine's and y'all seem to enjoy that a decent amount. So I'm gonna do a Shop My Stash for spring. And just kind of like go through some of the makeup. And this is actually, I went into my spreadsheet that I have of all of my makeup items that I'm trying to use once throughout the year. And I have them highlighted green for once I use them, but I tried something new this time and I highlighted some things yellow for like what to use by the next time I do a little update, which will be, I guess, next month, at the end of this month. So I wanted to just kind of share with you kind of my goals for what to start using and then what those things look like to get into the springtime weather. Let's go. Okay, so I actually had, I'm going to start with blushes, and I had the Blend Bunny and Ellis Atlantis Lunar Blush Trio on my list, and then I ended up using that today, so I'm not showing it here, but that was on my list. But I also have the Colourpop and High School Musical Playoffs blush. This is kind of like sunburn in a pan, which I do think sunburn is cute when you have like minimal other makeup. So I want to start using this before it gets too crazy hot. I'm in Texas, so like we have 80s for maybe 2 more weeks and then it's going to start ramping up. So I'm going to try to use this a little bit more before it gets too crazy, just because I do get red. And I don't think sunburn on top of red is very cute. So I just kind of want to do a little vibe, and then I'll probably pair it with more neutral tones and lighter coverage. But that is on my list. Also loving that High School Musical is cool. Again, we're back. The second thing is this Glamlight and Scooby-Doo blush. This is a duo, and it has more of a hot pink and then more of a corally tone. So I just want to use both of these. It's kind of brighter and a little bit more bold than what I typically do for a blush for every day. But I thought those 3 pans really would be good for spring and summer. I don't have like a whole lot of blushes to use, so like I'm not really worried about that category necessarily. I just wanted to still get some use out of them. I don't have any highlighters like pulled out because I pretty much just have 1 more left, and then the others are those like really shifty and kind of glittery highlighters that I use on my eyes. So I'll be using them, but not as an everyday highlighter situation, so I didn't include any. And then I don't have any lips pulled out. I want to start incorporating more of the brighter tones, but I don't know, those aren't like specific product goals really. I just want to start using more of my pinks and oranges and things like that. So that's kind of just excluded from the video, but that's fine. They're still in my spreadsheet. I'm still gonna use all of them once. We're just not there yet. Next, I have some wet liners from Glisten Cosmetics. I bought, it wasn't this last one, it might have been the Black Friday before this last one, where I bought quite a few, and I'm really excited to use them. So let me show you the colors. Okay, so these are not all of the ones that I have. I will say that it's really annoying to me, and this is only a problem once, so problem at all? Not really. The barcode is a sticker that comes on the side that you have to take off before you can open it. I really wish there was a different packaging situation for that, but again, that's a me problem that really only matters one time, so what do I know? This one is called Carrot Cake. It's an orange and a peach, and I love orange toned makeup in general, so I think that's going to be really fun to incorporate. This is called Citrus. This is a like, it's fairly bright, but it's not a neon. But I think that one is also just going to be really fun. And I feel like green you can put with any color and it looks good. Green is a neutral. And then this last one is called Periwinkle, which you guessed it, it's a periwinkle blue. I love that. So I want to incorporate all three of those throughout the spring season. But now let's get into palettes. Okay, so the palettes that I have, this is in no particular order, just literally like, it's gonna be an almost reverse alphabetical from me pulling it from my spreadsheet being highlighted. This first one is from Unearthly, and this is the Heather Austin collab called Resurgence. I think this is a really fun spring palette, especially with like this row right there, column, I guess. This has some really pretty shimmers in here. The mattes aren't my favorite just because I don't feel like they pair together super easily. Because it's just not like my style of makeup, which is fine. Still really pretty, excited to use that again. Also from Unearthly, there's quite a few Unearthlies. This is Spaced Out. This was in a mystery box. I'm like still so in love with this palette and this color story. I feel like it makes so much sense and it's beautiful and it's such a good size and I'm just in love with it. You have the lighter tones and darker tones with shimmers. They killed it with that one. Also from a mystery box, this is Get Groovy. This is more of a rainbow palette. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use this yet. I'm not like the biggest fan of rainbows, but we'll figure it out. I wish that there were a few more darker shades in here, but also that kind of defeats the purpose of the brightness of rainbows. But the shimmers in here are gorgeous as well. So throwing that in the mix. And I think this is the last Unearthly in the pile. This is the Fairy Frolic palette. This one is just one of those like super cozy kind of color stories. I really like this, super easy to work with. Good shimmers in here as well. Next we have Gloomy Gardens, and I think you say this Diveroon, I don't know, probably wrong. But I thought this was a really fun spring palette, and it's kind of like goth spring, you know, because there is some options for some deeper shades. But excited to throw this into the mix. Haven't used this a whole bunch, definitely multiple times, but I'm interested to see how I can play with it a little bit more to get a different look out of it than I have in the past. Also, like, pretty good quality for this. I wouldn't say that it's my absolute favorite quality, but like, not bad by any means. Okay, next we have Colourpop, which, like, the amount of Colourpop things in my collection is ridiculous. If you would have told me 10 years ago that Colourpop would not still be like absolutely dominating, then I wouldn't have believed you. The first thing on my list is called Daisy Does It. This is pretty much just a neutral palette, but it's cute and light and springy, so definitely want to use that. And then Sweet Talk. Anybody remember this? Oh my god. Also just very light and springy. The like corally tones in here are adorable. Next we have Little Ray of Sunshine. This is an all matte yellowy sunflower themed palette. Really cute, really easy. Excited to use that. Then we have Strawberry Shake. I love this palette so much. Really cute. Oh, so cute. I was so stoked when they released this. And then the last 9 pan that I have from them is, this is the original Mandalorian palette that they did. So the green one, this shade broke on me the second I opened it, like fell onto the floor, not a fun time. But all these sages are really cute and like really easy to use, I would say. So I think that's good for spring where it's still colorful but light enough. And then the last Colourpop item I have is this quad that the packaging is like starting to break on. This is the Beachy Keen quad. I just think this is an easy, fun, neutral palette. Perfect for summer. Well, spring, I guess. I'm getting ahead of myself, even though summer does come pretty early in Texas. But I like the tones of the neutrals in here, and then it's just so easy to throw on in that quad form. They've done a lot of really, really good quads. And I mean that by like what colors were chosen to go in the quads. I think they really did super well with those, but I don't think they've released any new ones lately. I feel like I am just rushing through these and I don't mean to be, but oops, that's okay. This next one is an e.l.f. quad in chocolate mint. I love this quad so much. Neutrals with a pastel on the inner lid is absolutely beautiful to me. So having it as a shimmer as well is like absolutely perfect. Again, these are a similar tone to the neutrals in the quad. Kind of. I really, really like these tones. Next we have the Glamlight and Garfield palette. I thought this is just so cute. This color kind of matches what I'm wearing right now, but I figured like these tones, the yellow and the blue specifically, are going to be really, really good for spring, so I might as well just throw the whole palette in there. And then I can kind of deepen it with some purples if I really want to, or just the browns as well. Cute palette. I think it's good for spring, and I haven't used it yet this year, so I've got to add it to the mix. Okay, and the last palette that I have for spring, I'll probably do another one of these videos in the summer if this one does okay. This is the Gourmand Girls Peach Perfect palette, and I love this so much. I love oranges, I love greens. This palette is absolutely beautiful. I do think they have some like repetitive, redundant shades in here, but overall really, really nice. I love orange, and there's oranges in here, so I don't know, it's beautiful. And then you can pair the orange and the green together. I have a whole like separate video on this palette alone that I will link. It's just absolutely gorgeous and perfect for spring. All right, well, that's all I have for you. These are my like spring items to hopefully cross off my list for in the spring, the year. Let me know if you have any of these things and if they're on your list as well, or maybe I reminded you of them and you just need to pull them out, not for using them once every year, or once throughout the year, but instead just to use them again to remind you that you have them. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.